Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Wander to the Edge. Great to have you. My name is Adam Asher from the Edge of Adventure.
I'm still Zanne from Where Gals Wander.
It's true.
It's true.
And what is this, Ann? This is our Thanksgiving special,
It
right?
is.
We
Can you
are,
believe that?
and of course, this is going live on the Saturday prior to Thanksgiving. But
Yes.
as we are all looking ahead, thinking about Thanksgiving, thinking the great thing about this particular time of year is it causes us to sort of stop and reflect and think about the things we're thankful for. And this has been a very interesting year. And yet here we are at the
Yeah.
end of the year, and we all have so much to be thankful for. And I think in some ways, this year has taught us to be thankful for things and maybe we would have taken for granted otherwise. But anyway,
Very
welcome to the Thanksgiving special. It's going to be fun. We have a very special guest. I think you should tell us who the special guest for today is going to be.
Well, this special guest is sort of a gift more than a guest for me. She's my firstborn. She is my strong, brave, inspiring little gal. Although she's not so little anymore, she's an adult now. And I can't wait to have her join us. You better be nice to me. I'm not worried about you being nice to her. You better be nice to me, Adam.
Right. This is actually, I'm so thankful for this opportunity because I've already told her Kaye Baugher is going to be joining us. So your daughter, Katie, and I've already told her that this is like Thanksgiving, Christmas, and my birthday all rolled up into one. We're going to gang up on you and tease you, and that's definitely something to be thankful for. But in all seriousness, everybody, thank you for joining us today. And as people join the show during the week, we just wanted to do this week so that we can celebrate Thanksgiving and express our appreciation, our thankfulness for all the things that we've got, including your friendship. So thank you for that. All right. Well, without further ado, let's get this show on the road.
And the
Zanne?
show is called Wander to the Edge.
Where's Katie?
Hi.
Yes.
There she is.
Katie, it is so good to see you. Thanks for being here today. You ready to make fun of your mom?
Oh yeah. Thank you so much for having me on.
It's great. Listen, I thought of you in particular, and I asked Zanne. I said, I'd like to have Katie on as our guest and kind of in a way our guest host for this episode. It's Thanksgiving, and the thing that I've always noticed about you, just from your social media and the way the way you blog and write and share, is you have a thankful heart, and I've always noticed that about you. So you came to mind. I said she needs to be a part of this special. So with that, I just want to say welcome to the program and let the festivities begin.
Thank you.
So let's I don't know, where should we start? There's so much we're going to try to get to on this particular episode, but it is right before Thanksgiving as we record this. It's right before Thanksgiving. So looking ahead at the holiday season, Katie, what's one of the things at your house that you guys look forward to for December, let's say?
Mom's birthday.
Definitely looking at Christmas lights. That's just been a thing. Like, it's always like just staying in the car, like in our pajamas, getting hot chocolate, looking at Christmas lights, and like it's totally COVID safe. Like, you're not getting out of the car. So like that's one thing that won't be impacted this year. So that's something like I'm really looking forward to. In our town, there's like a really nice entire neighborhood full of like fully decked out Christmas lights. It's really cool. and just like cuddling up, watching Christmas movies, just good vibes. Like December is just really like happy. Everything just feels like especially after finals, because I have finals like the first week of December. So it's kind of like everything is at ease at that time.
Is there a particular day in December that's just kind of boring, not a big deal that you can think of toward the
Um,
beginning of the month?
I mean, like I said, like the first week when I have finals and it's like so close but so far away, like to Christmas and stuff. And it's like you can't think about the holidays because you feel like it's in your mind that finals come first. Like you have to do that before you can like really celebrate. So
What about the
once you get
first
past it? Sorry, is
what about the first Saturday in December?
that the 5th?
Yeah.
This is just kind of our roundabout way of making sure everybody knows that December 5 is
Mhm.
Zanne's birthday, and that's a very
It
special
is.
day, and we are thankful for her. I'm thankful for her and for her family and her friendship, and it's a very special day. So just mark that, circle that on your calendar. December 5 happens to be a Saturday this year.
Yes.
Um, but
Hey,
yeah,
Kate, do you want to explain the concept of birthday eve?
Birthday Eve?
What do we do every year on birthday eve?
Oh, what do we do on birthday Eve?
So
That's the thing.
that's typically the night that we put up the Christmas tree and the decorations.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
super memorable.
Yeah.
I
Apparently
have a
great
great memory
family
of
traditions we're putting into place. Yeah.
When was the last Christmas? Like a year ago?
It's been a year, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Well, listen, as you look back, and again, this is our Thanksgiving special here on Wander to the Edge. As you look back over this year, what are some things that maybe you are more thankful for this year than even you were last year? Things, you just don't have control over the things that happen to you, and this has been a very unique year. When you stop this year to think, "Hey, I'm thankful for this. I'm thankful for that," what would be a couple things that come to mind?
Um, well, like when I was younger, I would always rush through everything. Like I was so stressed over everything. Like I would just like, oh my gosh, I can't wait until this is over. Can't wait till it's the weekend. Can't wait till it's next year. And now, like in one of the worst recorded years, like in recent history, with the pandemic, losing my job, a lot of things getting canceled, um, and just like it's just a hard year, like so many obstacles. But looking back at this year, I feel like 2020 was like kind of needed because if the pandemic didn't start, then I wouldn't have come back to my music hobby, which I'm trying to make a career out of. I'm working on an album, I'm working on an EP. I'm very excited about it.
As you should be. Also, let's do what we know how we pull up pictures sometimes from people's social media.
Oh
So
man.
I found your I
We're
found
both
your
looking
Facebook
nervous.
page. I found your Facebook page.
Oh.
Um, okay, so um, look at these pictures. Are you a photographer? Look at this.
Uh, if you consider taking a photography class last semester as
Look at
being
this.
a photographer, then sure.
No, this is like major league stuff. And you guys just got back from an amazing trip. Where were you?
We were in Sedona, Arizona. It was really nice because I actually went there 9 years ago, and that was the first time I ever saw mountains or cacti or the desert. Because I used to come from like a small farm town in Illinois. Everything was flat. Everything was basically corn, and just seeing like such a diverse place in terms of like nature, it's crazy. And just like we don't really have like a lot of like natural forests. I mean, like Illinois, they're more like just like we don't really have like a lot of national parks where I live, and it was just beautiful. And like coming back after like being used to mountains now that I live in California, it's just like I don't know. It's like I almost have like a bigger appreciation for it than the last time I came here.
Are you also a model too? Is that the story?
I actually get very uncomfortable when I get my picture taken. So like when I find one that I like, I get really happy. Like now I'm more focused on like how I feel when my picture's taken than how I look, because I used to be very obsessed with like looking pretty and like just like being like very photogenic. But now, I mean, I think that looking happy in a picture is more important than, that's not a good example. I don't
No,
really,
it is. This is a
I
great
felt confident.
picture. This is a great picture. This is why I thought
Thank
you were a
you.
model. I thought that's what I thought this was about here. So, but you know what? You're absolutely right. I mean, the life is too short to be overly critical or pick. You know, everybody tends to do that about themselves, right? We tend to be hypercritical and focus on the wrong things, and life's too short. Life's too short. You're right. I think the best thing we can do is be happy. But I got a lot of pictures too. I like to not smile in my pictures for some reason. But I'm trying. I'm learning.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean,
so it was a great trip, and you kind of look at things differently now, even in with what the last year, the difference in where we're at. It's made you think and view things a little differently. I think it's called growth. So that's a
Yeah.
good thing.
yeah.
Who gave you guys as a family, because it was a family trip, who gave you the most trouble on the trip?
Me.
You. Okay. Is that true? Let's ask mom.
I mean, we all have our quirks and such. Katie needs her space, and I think some of the places that we stayed because of COVID, we were a little crammed, and she was not happy about that. Um, and then there would be times that we would be doing some hiking, and Anya, because of her heart condition, would suddenly just be like, "I'm done," and trying to figure out a way how to hike back given that. So, um, Greg's got his own quirks. I'm sure I have mine as well. So, yeah, you're not gonna say anything to that, Kate.
Yeah. What are some of those quirks, Katie?
Um, I mean, for me, I have like a really hard time sleeping when there's like noise that I don't have control over. So like if there's like a fan on that I put on, like I'm okay with that. Or if there's music that I put on, it's like when other people
Breathe.
like yeah, it's like when I hear like someone breathing, like stop, and I don't really sleep with music. The only time I sleep with music is like when I'm in the car or on a plane or something.
Yeah.
But I just like it has to be like pitch black and silent when I sleep, because I'm a very light sleeper. So like I get like really annoyed by anything that happens that's not out of my control. Like one of the like places, like the vent went off at like 12 a.m. and it really caught me off guard.
Yeah. Some people have to. It's got to be quiet to
Yeah.
sleep. Some people have to have music. Some people have to have a podcast. Can you think of a good podcast? What would be a good podcast to listen to? But yes, and I do want to make sure that everybody gets to know Katie. And if you haven't already followed her, follow her on Instagram. That's at I am Kaye Baugher. I am Kaye Baugher. You see it spelled there on the screen. Your mom is all into this thing called Where Gals Wander. Is that kind of annoying or is it kind of fun?
No, I think it's really wholesome, because whenever we go on trips, like she takes pictures of everything. And like sometimes when we're hiking and it's like the same picture like over and over again, I'm like, all right, let's move it. But like now I'm like this is so like beautiful. It's like she's so happy and I love that for her and she's doing great. It's just like I feel like she's finally like free a little bit. Like she's doing what she loves. And I just like love seeing how happy she is on these trips. It makes me like take more pictures, because I used to like not really take any pictures on the trip, and now I'm kind of finding more beauty in like subtle things, maybe like a heart on like a road sign or something, like very like subtle, but like what's that, like
Photogenic.
yeah, sorry, photogenic things that like I appreciate more and I notice more.
So, Kate, when we were on this trip, and I was driving the truck around in circles for like an hour, right?
Yeah.
The trip was sponsored by Chevy, so I was driving the truck around this loop in the forest while Greg had a drone fly over it. So Katie got bored and she wandered off. We had no idea where she went. Like she could not be found. Tell the story about where you went.
So it was like this huge forest, and there was like little like patches of snow, and obviously we got very excited because we haven't seen snow in years, and if we did, it was like very like slush, like dirty slush on the road. But this was like actual snow, and I don't know, it was just like I don't know, I don't remember if that like we went there 9 years ago, but I just connected with there. It was like cold, but not like cold where you like suffer, but like that's just like that cold breeze. And I get cold really easily, and it actually like felt really nice. But you know, I was like, there's just like this rock, and I stood on it, and like this is like just a coincidence, but as soon as I stood on the rock, like this huge gust of wind just like circled around me, and it like shook all the trees. And honestly, it was just like such a beautiful moment. It's just like I feel like in that moment I realized like I don't know, like nature really is beautiful. And I used to think, oh, like it's just trees, it's just rocks. They just happen to be cool. But now I'm like, yes, trees, rocks.
That's basically like, listen, if you take pictures of trees and rocks and you put them on the internet, then you've got Where Gals Wander.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that. Oh my God. But it's not about the trees and the rocks. It's about becoming part of the moment. That's
Exactly.
the point of Where Gals Wander.
It is. It is. It is. Truly, it is. And honestly, all fun. Let's put all fun aside. No, no more fun. Let's put the fun aside. All fun aside. What you're talking about though is being in the moment, and what you're talking about is appreciating the things you take for granted. And I must say that if any of us have been paying attention this year, we have to learn that we take too much for granted. We have taken too much for granted in our lives. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing to be reminded. You kind of alluded to that, Katie, a little bit, the earlier in the program, but it's a good thing to be reminded not to take those things for granted, whether they're trees or rocks or friends or just the opportunity to go places and do things and just to be free. I mean, these are things we have taken for granted. And I think this year has helped us remember not to do that. So we have a couple of things here where we've got some videos from some of our other friends that we're going to share as a part of this program. But before we do, I wanted to give you an opportunity. You said you're working on your music career. You're working on an album. I wanted to give you a chance. Be sure to tell us about that and where we can find more information.
Yeah, so I am like a new musician. I studied music for 8 years. Primarily, I wanted to write for like score for movies and video games and stuff, but now I'm more interested in being a singer-songwriter after I left my major, which was music. And like I said, if it weren't for COVID, I probably wouldn't have done it, because like back in like January, February, I was very invested in the candle business. We planned on doing a lot of in-person events, but like since then, since all like the events are canceled, I have been finding other hobbies. I got a bass guitar. I found my dad's guitars, which I'm learning how to play. And yeah.
First of all, tell everyone how many instruments are in your bedroom right now.
All right. Do you want me to count?
Yeah. Well, say them out loud.
Okay. I have a bass guitar. I have an acoustic guitar, an electric guitar. I have a mic. I have an amp. I have a clarinet. I have a keyboard, and then I have a trombone somewhere in my closet. I didn't even count. 1, 2. Does a mic count as an instrument? Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 instruments in my house. And I play more, but they were school owned, so.
Do you have a kazoo?
I do. I don't know where it is.
Yeah, I think that's about the only one I know how to play. Yeah, So, I guess before we go to the videos here, probably the last question: are you going to keep your mom? Is she working out?
Do I get
Mhm.
to
Or
stay, Kate?
did you get to stay? Like, is she working out as a mom? Is
Yeah.
this?
You
Is
get to
this
stay.
yeah,
Well, thanks, Kate.
yeah.
I like
Appreciate
Molly
that.
though.
Molly, right? She
Molly,
uses that as leverage because she's like, I'm going to take if
No.
yeah,
Molly's
I'm
I
gonna
know
doing
I'm taking
yeah
Molly with me.
No,
yeah.
you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Well, Zanne, you have a wonderful daughter. Katie, you got a wonderful mom. And let's take a quick break here. Don't go anywhere, Katie. I want you to be, let's watch these videos real quick, and then we'll come back on the other side of the videos and say our goodbyes, I guess. But let's cut to some of these videos. These were sent to us from members of the Travel Tribe. They were sent to us for today, just to share with you guys, and just different friends of ours and members of this wonderful Travel Tribe. And we're thankful for them, and we wanted to share these videos with you now.
Hi, I'm Nicolette Orlemans, also known as Nicolette_O on Twitter and Instagram. I'm reporting to you live right now from our family's backyard in North Carolina, where I've been spending some time doing yard work. In the last few weeks, I've also been very happily catching up with travel friends from all over the world. My own chat community, Culture Trav, recently celebrated its 6-year anniversary, so that was very exciting. And I've been helping small business owners to really weather 2020 and help them with their social media efforts for this year and beyond. So it's been a very fulfilling last few weeks. But I wanted to take a moment and wish you and your family a happy Thanksgiving with lots of laughs, good food, and smiles and reasons to be happy.
Hi, listeners from Wonders to the Edge. Hi, Zane. Hi, Adam. This is Savannah with North Star Destinations.
Mark Natural Surroundings.
And we are here to wish you, your listeners, and their families a happy Thanksgiving. Be safe and be happy.
Hello, this is Clayton Hensley, Knox Road Tripper, coming to you from the banks of the Clinch River here in Clinton, Tennessee. Right now, the projects I'm working on are finishing up a few posts about a trip I did back in October to Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I'm also working on some pieces for the Upper Cumberland Tourism Association about the historic Walton Road, which is about to become a national scenic byway running between Carthage, Tennessee and Kingston, Tennessee across the Cumberland Plateau. And there's also always a few other projects that I'd like to finish up too when I can find the time. I do want to take some time to thank everyone out there who's been supporting me the past year. It's meant a lot. I know many of you haven't been able to travel as much as you want, and I'm certainly hoping that that will change next year, and hopefully our paths will cross too. Happy Thanksgiving.
Hi, I'm Pražana Orlemans, also known as Mama Al. In the recent weeks, I've been doing lots of research, lots of reading, trying to understand the Byzantine election system in the US, and I have failed miserably. So I have moved to something else, like planting Dutch tulip bulbs at the yard, because believe it or not, spring will come, sunshine will come back, and we will enjoy life again. Today I'm looking through some traditional Thanksgiving recipes, trying to give a different spin to traditional ingredients. Whatever you are going to celebrate, I'm wishing you lots of fun. Cherish every moment with your dear ones. Be happy, be jolly. Forget that it's 2020. See you. Bye.
Hi y'all, this is Sarah. I just wanted to hop on and let you guys know what I've been up to. I've been doing a lot of road trips here in the local area and in our region, the southeast region. We've been doing a lot of waterfall chasing, hiking, trying farm to table restaurants, which is one of our favorites. We have to incorporate food into our explorations. So also, I recently started exploring some historic rural churches of Georgia. They've all are over 100 years old. Some of them are dilapidated, some of them are still standing, but it's just a piece of history that you might not ever get back or ever be able to see again. So I'm really enjoying that. There's so much to be thankful for in all our explorations, and I just want to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving.
Wonderful to get to see those videos and share in the different things that our friends are thankful for. That's been the theme of today's show. This is our Thanksgiving special as we look ahead to Thanksgiving, but just in general, as we consider having a more thankful heart, we wanted to share this moment with you guys today here on Wander to the Edge. So special thanks to all of you who sent in videos, for taking the time to do that, sharing your heart with us. And I think, Zanne, I know I'm not alone when I say this, but as I think about things I'm thankful for, I'm certainly thankful for you and your friendship and your family. And I'm thankful for this opportunity through Wander to the Edge to get to know people better, learn from them, hear their stories, and share in this love of travel, because we know there really is more to life than so much of the things we stay focused on. And it's not good for us to stay focused on those things. It's not. It's a trap when we get overly focused on them. But certainly thankful for you and for all the members of our travel tribe as I reflect
Well,
on
I
that
feel
today.
the same way, you know that. I mean, how bizarre is it that I happened to meet one of my best friends, which you are, through all of these social platforms, and just appreciate all the support that you give me and fun that we have together doing Wander to the Edge. And thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Thanks, Ann. Yeah, we're very blessed and we're very thankful. Katie, any last parting words of wisdom? It all comes down to you. Thanksgiving 2020. Take us out in this show with like some Katie words of wisdom.
All right. I don't know if we're gonna get wisdom while asking me, but because I got my wisdom tooth out.
Oh,
It was like months ago, but
no,
I don't
but that's
have any
good. That's
wisdom.
good. She's got dad jokes, and I like them.
I wonder who gave those to me. So to put it in your own words, Adam, I'm just very thankful for my growth and the fact that I was going to quote Ferris Bueller, but I will. Life moves around. Stop. If you don't stop, you'll miss it. That quote.
Yeah. What does he say? Like, life moves pretty fast.
Yeah. If you don't stop and look around, you'll miss it.
Yeah.
I just saw that movie like a couple months ago, and I don't even know like the most iconic quote from it. That's embarrassing.
Well, you know what? At least now you got something to study and work on when your finals are done.
Yeah.
So, but yes, thankful for you guys. Thankful for this time. Everybody, thank you for today. Thanks for sharing this out and commenting and letting us hear from you. It means a lot. You know, every time you do that, we notice, and it means a lot to us. So thank you for being a part of the Travel Tribe. God bless everybody. Have a great weekend and week ahead as you prepare for Thanksgiving. And as we reflect on the holiday, we'll be thinking about you guys too. And we're
Very
thankful for
much.
you. So
Happy Thanksgiving.
and we will see you next time right here
on Wander to the Edge.